So for the past 2 weeks I have been using this 43-inch commercial display slash TV as my main computer monitor, and this works great. Text is sharp, it's as good as it gets on a Windows computer. We know that Windows wasn't always the best with text rendering, but it's as good as it gets. Lag is also good as in a regular monitor, and overall it's a great experience with some tweaks that I'll share in this video. But let's see some general information first. So most TVs would be terrible computer screens. So first you need at least 4K display if you're going above 22-inch. At 43-inch the optimal viewing distance is about 50 centimeters or further. Otherwise you'll see the pixel moire. So this is about 50 centimeters, but this is also a wide angle phone camera, so it's hard to estimate how big it is actually. So this is my hand. If I stretch it all the way, this is where it gets. So next, the panel type. Every pixel on computer monitor is actually 3 subpixels, red, green and blue, in that order, and Windows expects that. So TVs are usually different and don't have that pixel layout. So a text will look blurry and everything else. So first, stay away from OLED screens. Let me show you what the OLED screen is. So it has this kind of pixel matrix. So besides the burn-in effect, this pixel matrix will make it impossible to have a sharp text. So what you want is RGB layout, and it looks like, sorry about this, like this. So pixels are arranged in a row for each pixel row, and they go from red, green and blue, then red, green and blue again. So this is 1 pixel, this is 1 pixel. So most of the TVs are not even this, they are the other way around, blue, green, red. So the Windows won't be able to render text correctly. So this TV is one of those weird ones, but what you can do is you can actually rotate physically the TVs 180 degrees. So if I press the menu button on the remote, you can see this is actually upside down. So I've ever rotated it 180 degrees and then flipped it in Windows display settings. So here it's set to landscape flipped, and this way the text will be sharp. So additional thing that you can do is you can check the clear type. So type clear type, and you will see this dialog that will let you adjust the it will adjust you the text sharpness and the rest. So this was supposed to work also for blue, green, red displays, but it doesn't, so you will have to flip it around. Then, since this is a rotated screen, another thing that you'll have to make sure that you have a VESA mount on the back of the display so that you can still mount it upside down. So I had to improvise because I didn't have any mounts. So as you can see here, I even have this little hack that prevents the screen from sliding down. It's not perfect, but it is holding for the last 3 weeks, and I don't think it's going anywhere. Another thing that I want to mention is this this setup is also great because the screen is right above the keyboard. So when you type, you can actually already see the text right above your fingers, especially if you can't blind type or touch type. Then the next thing that is important is the input lag. So this is actually the main deal breaker. On cheap TVs, the delay between moving the mouse and seeing the cursor move will be too high, and it will make it impossible to use it. This Artings website has input lag written on some TVs. Let me just find it. Actually, you can even search for the best TV as a PC monitor. And even though I haven't tried any of these, I will have to say that avoid this OLED screen because of the reasons I just mentioned. So let's see, if I scroll down, you can see that this site also offers to show you the input lag. So you can see here, this is only 5.4 milliseconds and so on. Some TVs will have 20 milliseconds, that will be pretty high, so I would stay away from those. On this display, I have found somewhere that it is 8 milliseconds. So it doesn't bother me, and it's not noticeable. Know that this is not the same as gray-to-gray latency, so you can't use that value to estimate the lag itself. So another way to improve this for your current TV, and whichever you end up buying, is you have to turn on the gaming mode on a TV. So on this TV, sorry about this, it's in System, General, and then you can see here there is a gaming mode. While I'm already here, you will also have to go to the picture settings, and then, oh sorry, it's hard to
Voice line settings, 4 items.
Oh, shut up. Go to picture, then you have to lower the backlight. Don't lower the brightness, lower the backlight. So the backlight here is 40. This works good for me. Stay away from HDR TVs, that will be just too bright to burn your eyes out. Then you will also go to the advanced settings, and you will turn off this picture enhancer. Is there anything else here? No, that's about it. Let's go back. Okay, there are some other information that is important. So you will need to go to the website and figure out what is the supported resolution. So not all inputs will support 4K resolution at 60 Hertz. So what you actually want is you want at least 4K resolution at 60 Hertz, and this 4x4x4 color subsampling. This is required for the sharp text. On some of the displays, it will say, yes, this is 60 Hertz at 4K in HDMI 1 or something like that. If it has a display port, it's a safer bet than if it has only HDMIs. But this website or other manufacturer manual will help you find what is actually supported. Another important thing is non-glare display. This is matte display, so there is no reflections with dark images. This is also important not to make it tiring for your eyes. Another thing is it has to be flicker free. So some displays will use power width modulation to lower the brightness of the screens. So you will have to lower the backlight because otherwise it's too bright. So in some TVs, the LED behind will have to turn it on and off very quickly in order to actually make it lower brightness. So this is actually perceived as a flickering. This TV actually has flicker. You can see it on the camera. It's not ideal, but it's not visible with naked eyes. So it doesn't bother me and I can live with it. Most PC monitors also have this, so don't dismiss it right away as you may be already living with this. So since you made it this far, I guess you are interested in actually doing this, and I will recommend it. So I can say that it is good for your eyes, because I noticed for myself after 8 hours of work, I would usually go home, and on the way back I could see that my vision would be degraded. I can't read the display when the next train is coming from afar. But in the past 2 weeks, it has been a lot better. And before, I was still using 27-inch displays or 31-inch, but this really made made a huge difference for me. So again, if you're interested in this particular model, this is the display that I'm using here. So yeah, it is, I don't know if it is usable for actual graphic design work, but for writing code, it's perfect. Let me see if I have something here open. Yep. So you can see a lot of lines of text, and this is actually 125% of display scale. I can't go to 100%, that would be too small, but 125 is great, and I could put several of these panels next one to another, and it's great for developing software. So that's all. If you have questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Cheers.